What's up, bros, and welcome to part 4 of my LEGO Ninjago Realignment series. Now today I'm going to be showing some more custom elemental masters that I've made, so let's get down to business. Now for the first custom elemental master in today's video, we have Zaku, the Master of Magma. Now first we're gonna build Zaku's combat mode. First, the legs of this custom minifigure are from a lava monster from the first season of Nexo Knights. The torso we're going to be using is from a Spinjitzu Cole minifigure from Season 8 Sons of Garmadon, except the torso is reversed. Then, for the right side of the torso, we're going to take this dark silver arm with the brown hands and pop it onto the torso. Then for the left side, we're going to take this trans clear red arm with the dark red hands attached. Then, we're going to take this Crystal King armor piece from Ninjago crystallized, and then for Zaku, we're going to take this Jack headpiece from Hidden Side and pop it onto the torso. And then for the last piece, we're going to take this random lightish brown hair piece. And then we have the completed Magma mode for Zaku, the Master of Magma. Basically, Magma mode is where he takes magma and orders it to cover up his entire body, basically creating a protective armor or shell for his body, but he can also use it for offensive attacks where he can rip off pieces of magma from his body and just, throw them at his enemies or throw them into the sky and make them rain down like meteors so that he can obliterate his enemies. And then for the Master of Magma, when he's not in Magma mode, first we're going to take this random leg piece. I have no idea where this is from, but then we're going to take this random Bounty Hunter torso piece from the second Mandalorian Battle Pack, except it's reversed and we have some dark red arms and some brown hands. Then we can take the Zaku head that I created with the brown hair piece, and then we have the Master of Magma when he isn't using his Magma mode in combat. And shout out to G Riley on my Discord server for coming up with the idea to make a Master of Magma. He included some trivia or just like some information about the backstory of this guy and also the inspiration. He basically got the idea for the Master of Magma from a One Piece character that I don't know or care about, honestly. But the idea to make a Magma mode for Zaku, however, I got the idea from Geoforce from the DC Young Justice cartoon, where basically Geoforce in the show could take magma and cover up his body with it. So I got the idea for the Magma mode from that show. But yeah, that's basically it for this custom. Now for the second custom elemental master in today's video, we have Shiora, the Master of Ink. Now, the legs of this custom minifigure are from the Bucky Barnes Winter Soldier minifigure from the Marvel Studios minifigure series blind bags. Then, we're going to take this random Star Wars torso piece, which I believe is from a Barris Offie minifigure. Then, we're going to take some dual molded black and yellow arms and attach them to the torso. We also have some dark blue hands attached as well. Then we're going to take this random headpiece, which is from May from Monkey Kid, pop it onto the torso, and then for the last piece, we're going to take this brown hair piece with some white grayish highlights. I think this is from Harry Potter, probably from Narcissa Malfoy. Then we have the completed Master of Ink custom. And for the Master of Ink's accessories, first we have this dark red handbag piece, which is essential for the Master of Ink, so that way she can store her ink in the handbag. And then we have this Harry Potter broom piece, which is used by the Master of Ink as like a giant brush, so that way she can spread her ink and shoot it at her enemies. But now for the Master of Ink's abilities. She basically has the different abilities of different elemental masters using different colors of ink. So I guess you can like create different colors of ink and then use them in combat. There's like a bunch of different abilities. I'm not gonna list all of them, but I'll just leave like screenshots of the different abilities on the screen right now. The elemental ability of ink is pretty overpowered, I gotta say. So Shiora is so overpowered. But once again, shout out to G Riley on my Discord server for coming up with the idea to make an elemental master of ink. This is like the second custom in this video that he came up with, so yeah, shout out to G Riley. But yeah, that's basically it for this custom. Now for the third custom elemental master in today's video, we have Azin, the Master of Magic. Now, the legs of this custom minifigure are from a Legacy Zane minifigure. The torso we're going to be using is from a random dwarf from the Lego Hobbit or Lord of the Rings set. Then, we're going to take this white K piece and attach it to the torso. Then, we're going to take this Gravis headpiece from Ninjago Legacy. We're gonna attach this random black hair piece, which is probably from a mini doll from Lego Friends. And then for the last piece, we're just gonna take this lower white ninja hood piece, pop it onto the head, attach it to the torso, and then we have the completed Azin Master of Magic custom. Now, the concept of an elemental master of magic is a pretty common one in the Ninjago community. Most of the time, people make the elemental master of magic the daughter of Klaus from Ninjago Tournament of Elements, and I think that's a pretty mid idea just because in Ninjago, the main magic user that we've seen is Klaus. Doesn't mean that he could have a kid that's the master of magic. I think if magic exists in Ninjago, and it does, then a lot of people probably use it, we just don't know about it. So that's why I decided I wanted to create the Master of Magic and make him be the Ninjago's version of the Sorcerer Supreme. Just like how in Marvel we have Doctor Strange and in DC we have Dr. Fate. Now, as for Azin's abilities, since he's the Elemental Master of Magic, which also makes him the Sorcerer Supreme of Ninjago, that means he's the most powerful magic user. There are other magic users in Ninjago, such as Klaus, but Azin is the most powerful of them all. And he also uses his magic abilities to make himself live longer. That's like a spell or something. I just randomly came up with that while making this custom. So he's pretty old. He isn't as old as Master Wu, but he's still pretty old. And he's been around for longer than like your normal average human. But anyway, that's basically it for this custom. Now for the fourth and last custom elemental master in today's video, we have Vaughn, the Master of Senses. Now, the legs of this custom minifigure are from a Koala Keeper from I believe like series 23 or 24 of the Lego minifigure series Blind Bags. The torso we're going to be using is from a random Shark Army goon from the Lego Ninjago movie. Then for the right side of the torso, we're going to attach this random arm with the light blue hands. And then for the left side, we're going to take this dual molded arm, which is from Hades from the Lego Disney CMF. We also have a dark gray hand attached as well. Then we're going to take this Robin headpiece from Nexonites. And then for the last piece, we're going to attach this random hair piece, which is used for a bunch of different minifigures. And then we have the completed Vaughn, the Master of Senses custom. Now, Vaughn is the name that I came up with for this custom Elemental Master. He's the Elemental Master of Senses or Sense. Basically, his elemental ability is all of his senses are basically superhuman. He can hear things from really far away, he can smell things from really far away, and he can almost see the future in a way because like if an enemy is attacking him, he senses where they're gonna attack next based off of their current movements, so he's pretty cool. And if you're wondering why Vaughn has a very military looking high-tech tactical design, that's because I made it so that he's part of Ninjago's government special covert ops unit, because I wanted a military person to be an elemental master for this series, because in Ninjago, it's never been established if Ninjago had its own army or military or anything like that. All we see is just like the cops and stuff. And the cops don't even carry guns. What a joke. But anyway, this guy is a member of Ninjago's covert ops unit. Basically, they help citizens or do stuff in the shadows because sometimes even the ninja aren't available to protect Ninjago. But for Vaughn's accessories, he uses a bunch of different weapons, but for his weapon that I'm going to be showing in this video, I decided to make this custom sniper rifle. Basically, if you flip these two out, this could be like a stand, so now Vaughn can use his super senses to detect where his enemies are, and he can successfully shoot them down. And one last thing, I'm going to be making another custom elemental master that's also going to be in Ninjago's covert ops unit, but I'm going to be saving that custom for a future video. But yeah, that's basically it for this custom. And yeah, I hope you bros enjoyed part 4 of my LEGO Ninjago Realignment series. Part 5 is coming next, where I'm going to be showing some more redesigned elemental masters from Ninjago. And after that, part 6, which is going to be more custom elemental masters like the ones that you're seeing in this video. But yeah, if you bros have an idea for a custom elemental master, tell me in the comments below and your custom idea might be in the next video. Have a great day. See you, bros.